Good morning, Laguna Woods. Thanks for tuning in to Inspiration for Today. This is going to be, now be ready for this, our season finale show. And you say, season finale? I say yes, because we're going to use the summer, just like other television stations do on the other channels, to work on next season shows. And when we come back, we're going to start in the 1st of September, and they're going to be new, outstanding shows. We've already filmed some of them, believe it or not, and they're fantastic. So it's going to be a whole new season too. But I wanted to relive. I have 4 of my favorite stars of the show that were on this year. We had, who knows how many, did I say we had 223 shows? Yeah. I don't know how many people, different people that was, but it was lots. Probably that many because, well, Jeff actually his favorite shows include a lot of people.
Yeah, there was, a number of shows. I didn't write down all the episodes, but it's every time we had the opportunity to go to a Sunday morning worship with the camera and film you guys and film our congregation and ask you great questions, and you guys would just respond. So I love that. But the one episode that I kind of made note of that was enjoyable, at least for me, sorry, but was episode 100, and it was a Christmas show, and it was basically our team at Denny's telling some funny family Christmas stories. So I really like that one, episode 100.
And Joan?
Well, I have lots of favorites. In fact, it was kind of nostalgic just going through and seeing all the shows that we had done. One of my favorites was with Pastor Buddy Owens, and that was show number 198. And he talked about God saying to Adam, "Where are you?" And that one really touched my heart.
That was good. I'm glad we're doing this because I didn't have that down, but that's really a good one. Now, so I have several I'm going to mention to you. Number 72 is the one I did with my daughter Holly, standing in front of the River Rhine in Bonn, Germany. And I love that one, not only for the scenery and it's for my daughter, but she talks about grandparenting and the importance of grandparents. And that's almost all of us at this point in life. So if you haven't seen that show and you're a grandparent, number 72. And by the way, these are all on YouTube. And you go, well, the address is down below, but just go to YouTube and put in Inspiration for Today, and you'll find these shows. And of course, I have to say what my favorite is when I had my wife on, Diane, number 138, and we talked about Valentine's Day. Yeah, and you couldn't hear. Wait, Vicki.
It's all of our favorites. That was our favorite show.
Vicki, top favorite. Okay. Well, that was a good one. It was. So I have a couple more, but I'm going to see if you guys happen to mention them.
I like stories about people. So Marjorie Moe was number 69, and I just really enjoyed learning about her. I didn't know a lot about her. It was fun. And one of my top favorite is The Clowns, which was 30.
Yes.
Love The Clowns. They were funny. And then, of course, my favorite guy, Lou Torado, and he has quite a few that we had on there. You have the numbers?
I do.
Number 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one. He was on a few times,
Yeah.
but he's one of my favorite guys, so I loved his shows. Oh, and then Lorena also has one show on there that has a ton of views. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I have it on here, 74.
Well, she stole my favorite, which was The Clowns, because we don't laugh enough, and The Clowns made us laugh. So, and then my most inspirational one was when Darlene Cantrell was on, and you have the number for that. 27. Number 27. And I got the privilege of speaking with her before we went on camera. So I got even more of her personal story. It really touched me.
But tell me why that one's so inspirational.
Well, she talked to me about when she got so sick and how she saw Jesus. And he told her when she was supposed to die in a very short time, and he said, "I'm not done with you yet. You're not going to die yet." And then she lived quite a while after that, but she was getting tired, and she said, "I'm ready to be done, and I'm ready to go home now." And it just meant so much to me that she actually had a connection with Jesus before she died, and we know we have a purpose because he told her she has a purpose, and she touched all of us on that show, and she was the show we had in memory of after she passed away, so we got to hear it twice, but that was my most inspirational one. And my favorite inspirational series was Easter Week down at Rancho Capistrano. That was really inspirational.
And what was that about? But, yeah, I don't have it's number 181 to 185.
181 to 185, we went down to Rancho Capistrano and did the Jesus Walk. What do they call it? I can't remember what they call it now. What? Journey with Jesus, right. And my husband, Paul, was the cameraman. And he did a great job.
And it's the last week of Jesus' life.
Yes, and you did a great job bringing the scriptures to life.
So I'm learning a lot of insight into what we have enjoyed and so on, but I think I have discovered the secret that why Vicki did so well in school. Let me see your hand. Look, there's her numbers, the answer's right there. Vicki, I don't know, but I think you might have just...
wear long sleeves. So
Oh, because it could be a bigger test. I see what you're saying, and I never thought of that when yeah. This is why we've had so much fun. And by the way, Joan, your nickname is always Game Girl.
Yes.
Tell about some of the shows you did.
Because I like to have fun. Well, if we talk about the shows that we did together, the one that pops into my mind is when you bought that big ball of silly putty, and I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
The folks at home don't realize that we don't rehearse these shows ahead of time. And so Rick tells me to come on, and he brings this big ball out, and I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
And kind of like a last-ditch effort, I said, "Is it silly putty?" And it was.
I don't know what show that was, folks, but you can see it you can scroll through all the shows. It's the world's largest ball of silly putty. We have deep subjects here, don't we? Well, excuse me just a moment. I'm going to walk over here just for a second. And we actually have a little gift for one of our stars. And it's for you, Lorena. You have been... It's an applause because you have put so much. For those of you out there, Lorena does all the editing on the show. And that takes a lot more work than Joan and me sitting on the show and playing with silly putty. You have served the Lord in a mighty way this year. You've been inspirational to us all. I can't thank you enough, but we did want to have some little token of our thing. So, thank you.
Well, thank you. I love plants, so perfect choice. And it's been my honor, and I just am so glad that I was in the office the day when you came in and said you were going to do this, and you allowed me to do it, because you can teach old dogs new tricks. I've learned a lot of things.
Lorena really has learned editing from the ground up, and it took her hours and hours and hours just to learn the program that allows us to do this with such excellence. And so I thank you so much for that. So folks, we're going to take a summer hiatus from this. The next two shows to finish out this week are going to be some of our top shows. And really, through the summer, that's what we're going to show. They'll all be the best of the best all summer long. I pray that you have a great summer. Come on out to Saddleback Church. We're not taking a break. Every Sunday we will be in Clubhouse 5, and we would love to serve you breakfast and then worship with you and meet you and make new friends. We are like a family there, and we long to get to know you. And you get to know us. They're your neighbors. And so I hope to see you then. Have a great summer. We're going to be back in September. God bless. Wait.